OIC Gambia Secretariat, in collaboration with the Ministry of Transport, Works and Infrastructure, the National Roads Authority, Department of Lands and Service, the Gambia Physical Planning and Housing Department, and other relevant stakeholders, today embarks on a 2-day community outreach. The outreach takes the delegation to OIC project zones P6 and P2 in the communities of Brufut and Carnifing respectively. The visit aims to open a line of communication and dialogue with communities along the roadsides that will be affected by the planned demolition for the construction of OIC roads. During their meeting with the people of Brufut, the OIC Gambia Secretariat delegation explained how the demolition and compensation of the affected people would be carried out, while the people of Brufut raised questions regarding the compensation and the place they would reside until they find another residence. Speaking to journalists shortly after the engagement, Esa Bokarsi, the Deputy CEO of OIC Gambia Secretariat, explains why they embark on community engagement.
The purpose of this community engagement is to establish a link between the one being served and the one serving. We are assigned to serve, which is to run this project, for it to be transformation of infrastructure. And it is meant for the people. Therefore, engaging the people, sensitizing the people to understand the task that lie ahead and their role in complementing our efforts, and our role also in complementing their efforts. Together, we can forge and then transform the country through road projects and other infrastructures.
Mr. C says the significance of the community engagement cannot be overemphasized and says the contribution of the people of Brufut touched his heart.
The significance of the engagement is definitely the apex of the premier of priorities, because reaching out to the community, you all heard how receptive they were, how much they appreciated our presence. In fact, it is definitely, it touched my heart where you hear them asking each other to be patient, to support, even if one is affected by what is going to happen in terms of demolition. They themselves were doing the job for us in terms of making people understand that our role here and our purpose here is to develop. Development, though, goes with demolition in most cases when it comes to infrastructure. They are very, very receptive. In fact, as I said, it really touched my heart today.
Asked about the monetary value that the OIC Gambia Secretariat would compensate the affected families with, Mr. C says the compensation would be depend on the quality and value of the property involved.
Well, it will be difficult to give monetary value because there will be variables associated versus the constants, and then when you do that, you are expected to have a chart of metrics. You are expected to bring figures matching them with what has been destroyed in terms of value, in terms of what is present. You know, that's why they use this word valuation all the time, because they have to value the property. Let's say there is one of the men in the audience who asked if the bag of cement that cost before this, you heard him, he said they are going to compensate based on the current value of the commodity. Even if you bought it before, it's not your choice to bring your fence down. It is the authorities that are bringing your fence down, then they are going to compensate you based on the current price.
The OIC Gambia Secretariat and its partner would continue their community engagement tomorrow in Carnifing. Reporting for Kerr Fatou, I am Landin Cisse.